Hey, welcome to Grafana for Beginners. My name is Lisa Zhang, and I'm a developer advocate at Grafana. In the first two episodes, we talked about observability in the context of DevOps. Today, we'll dive into how Grafana is used to observe your system as a part of your DevOps practice. So let's do a quick review. In episode one, we talked about observing our software systems. In other words, we know exactly what's going on with the performance, behavior, and health of our systems. Because of that, we can identify and fix problems as fast as possible and prevent these problems from happening in the future. Some of the most common data we collect to observe our software systems are metrics, logs, and traces. By analyzing and visualizing these data, we get a comprehensive view of what's going on within our system so we can make informed decisions. Observability goes hand in hand with a DevOps philosophy, which aims to remove any blockers that prevent you from delivering high quality software and ensuring the best user experience. One of the ways to achieve these goals is by observing your system throughout the software delivery process, which is shown here. While doing this, we may be asking ourselves, what tools could we use to understand the state of our system as we plan, code, build, test, release, deploy, operate, and monitor our app or infrastructure? What can be set in place so that the right team member is alerted of potential problems or bottlenecks? How can we quickly hone in on the root cause and location of the problem so we could fix and prevent these problems from happening in the future? This is where Grafana Labs comes into play in observing your system as a part of your DevOps practice. Grafana Labs is a company behind the LGTM stack. The stack consists of Loki, Grafana, Tempo, and Mimir. L stands for Loki. It's used to store and query logs from your applications and infrastructure. G stands for Grafana. It's used to query, visualize, and understand your data. So think of Grafana as a visualization tool. You can create dashboards to express your data in any form that helps you understand it. The data can be displayed in graphs, charts, heat maps, etc. And while we'll be talking about Grafana in the context of observability, there are other fun ways that Grafana can be used. Remember how making your own sourdough bread was all the rage a few years ago? Well, one of our software engineers, Ivana, figured out how to monitor her sourdough starter using Grafana. Now, it's an awesome tutorial, and I included the link to that in the description. Now, our community members, Paul and his daughter Astrid, have a pet python named Pretzel. They wanted Pretzel to have the most wonderful home possible, so they used Grafana to monitor the conditions of Pretzel's home. Now, this is an incredible use case of Grafana, and the link to this tutorial is included in the description as well. All right, so let's get back to the LGTM stack. So we covered L for Loki and G for Grafana so far. Now, T stands for Tempo, which is used to store traces, and M stands for Mimir, which is a time series database for metrics. Together, these four products help you store, analyze, and visualize logs, traces, and metrics. In other words, it helps you observe your systems so you can monitor what's going on and proactively address any problems that may arise. Now, this series will mainly focus on Grafana. Down the road, we'll use Grafana to visualize data from Loki, Tempo, and Mimir. So we'll get a little taste of using these products as well. So in the context of observability and DevOps, Grafana is most frequently used in the monitor and operate stages of the software delivery process. To observe your system, you're probably collecting metrics, logs, and traces. Now, regardless of where your data lives, you can connect your data sources directly to Grafana. There's no need to ingest data into our database. You can skip that completely. We specifically designed Grafana this way so everyone has a freedom to work with a different set of technologies and data sources to observe their systems. So to make this even sweeter, you can pull all of your data sources together in one single dashboard. Because of that, you could easily track and correlate different factors that are affecting the state of your system. Now, as pretty as these dashboards are, you probably don't want to be looking at it 24/7. With Grafana, you can set alerts on conditions or patterns of interest, so notifications are sent to the right team members who can fix the problem. You could also share these dashboards with your team members. If you see something interesting, you can annotate it so you can explore it as a team and discuss the next steps. As you can see, Grafana plays an integral role in observing our system in the monitor and operate stages. Whatever problems or incidences that are addressed in these two stages will influence how we plan and execute the next DevOps cycle. For example, if we have performance issues, we may plan to incorporate K6 load testing much earlier in the delivery process to avoid these issues in the future. By using Grafana to observe our system, we're finding the things that we need to shift left. In other words, we get clarity on what we need to address earlier in the delivery process so we can deliver high quality software fast to our users. Throughout the series, we'll be learning how to get started with Grafana, the visualization tool. As a first step, we'll cover how to deploy Grafana. There are three ways that Grafana can be deployed. You can always go with the open source route, where you'll install Grafana locally and manage it yourself. Now, if you want Grafana to be fully managed for you, then you would go with Grafana Cloud. This is often the easiest way to get started, and there's a forever free version of it. So I often recommend it to people who want to explore what Grafana has to offer. Then there's the Grafana Enterprise Stack, which is a self-hosted and managed option. And it's used by organizations that have special requirements around data localization and privacy. This series will focus on how to deploy Grafana locally and on Grafana Cloud. In the next episode, we'll install Grafana on your own machine. Last but not least, this episode is a part of the Grafana for Beginners series. To access more episodes, go to the Grafana community webpage. This is where all the community resources are shared. You can access the series by clicking on the Grafana for Beginners card. All right, well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.